It's opener of turkey season here in Kentucky, and just about getting where I'm going here on the farm. We've got a full moon. It's blasting over there, and just over here by the barn. But feels good to be back in some camo. Birds are chirping. It's supposed to be about 60 today. It's pretty cold this morning. It was like 35, I think, here. So got the gloves on, got the hat on. Probably I'll warm up here in a little bit, but I'm gonna go over to this little spot I'd seen some birds in earlier in the week. I wound up roosting a big gobbler and a hen or two over in this area of the farm. So I'm just gonna kind of putz over here and listen see if I can hear something this morning. But I'm super excited. It's been a long month or a couple months since deer season, so just amped to get back in the woods and hopefully get in some action here in a little bit. Stay with me. Got snaked, so there's a nice gobbler. He was back in this field back here, and I had a Jake come up. I was trying to get through this fence line, and he must have been the bird I heard gobbling this morning. And this big gobbler down here was going off, and he was coming across the field, and he had to come through all this really thick grass down here. And I saw him at about 150 yards. He started coming in. He kind of got down this bottom, got into all these like thick trees down there, and I couldn't see him. I didn't know if he was gonna come up on this side or come up this low side, and I lost sight of him. I mean, he must have just seen me try and grab my gun or something, but he was at like 100 yards, and then all of a sudden I see him at 40 yards running away from me. So it's what it is. I think this spot probably a little buggered up for now, so I'm gonna probably get my stuff and try and find a better spot. So it's only about 8 o'clock, so, but we're in the game, so I'm back on the move. Everything kind of shut up on me, and I went to this little food plot that we have. It's kind of overgrown with weeds and everything, and sat in there for about an hour and a half. Didn't really hear anything, never saw anything, so I'm gonna hop back on our road here and work kind of all the way back around, do a big loop up back to my truck, and maybe strike something up on the way. Love a good midday bird, so we'll see if something wants to play. Maybe check a couple morel spots on the way and see what I can come up with. Well, at least found a couple morels on the way back. That one there, got a decent one there, a couple more smaller ones down here. Just up against this big red oak. Kind of odd. Well, I'm going to check my morel spot one of the morel spots. And there's a chance that there's some turkeys up here. And we rarely hunt on this side of the farm for turkeys. So in my thinking is that there's probably a lot of toms up here. And if that's the case, there might be some that are pushed off of the hens. And so it is midday, it's about 12:30, so it's possible I can strike one up that, you know, is just wandering around looking for some other hens. The competition's a little too thick up here, so. But I just passed a little spot, wet spot. There's a bunch of tracks running through there. And I've picked up a couple of morels already, so I'm hoping to get a handful of morels and a turkey. Hit the creek for some lunch, so we'll see. Stick with me. All right, I'm just gonna take this one big one and then get one of those other big ones over there. Maybe see if I can find a couple more, but you can see these guys are super tiny. So I'm gonna let them grow. This one's just coming up, trying to get out of the leaves. So we'll come back up here probably this weekend, and hopefully they've just grown a little bit more, but I don't want to pick them this small because it's warm today. It was cold this morning, so I'm sure these just came up today or yesterday, so I'll get back out here with the wife, but super stoked. Oh my god. I can't believe that just happened. Oh my god. So I'm sitting here picking some morels. So I tucked down, just sat here, did some light calling. I'm in this like really thick area, and there's really only like it's like a big loop, a couple trails, and I hear a gobble after like 5 minutes after me sitting here. I'm like barely set up on. See, they come past me at like 5 yards, and they kind of, man, they just know exactly where the call's coming from. He came right around this corner and boom, stared right at me. He kind of skedaddled a little bit, and the gobbler just hung up right here at like 40 yards. But I was gonna try and wait until he gave me the really good clearing right here, but he just looked right at me right here through the brush a little bit, and you know, stuck his head up. And so I just gave it to him. I didn't want him to turn around and just get. So he's laying dead, about 7 yards in front of me. So let's go check him out. I was walking up here. Like I said, we barely ever hunt up here. Deer hunt a little bit, but that's been about it. And I always see turkeys up here, but it's a bitch to get over here. And making sure I'm not stepping on any morels. And like I said, I figured I could strike up a bird up here midday. And strike up a bird I did. I made a handful of calls up here as I was cresting the hill. No responses or anything. But like I said, I was tucked back here, picking some morels, and I was like, oh man, it's on. A couple minutes later, I gave a couple more, and just it's right there. In the strut zone, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a nice bird. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. I could see his snood whipping around in there, too. I could barely see. I just saw his white head, his fan, and I could see his snood barely. Let's check out the talons. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. God, look at it, just glistening. Wow. Well, I don't know what to do. I'm up here looking for morels. I got a dead big old gobbler laying in the trail there. Still looking around. Oh, got a couple more right here. Check these out. Barely, they might be coming up today. I had told a couple people, I was like, I'm gonna go out to the farm, I'm gonna shoot a turkey, I'm gonna find some morels, and I'm gonna have me some lunch down by the creek. So I'm sure they all thought I you know, had the cart before the horse per se, but I had big goals and super stoked. It's like just one of the better days I've had hunting in the spring. So it's been a long one. It's about 1 o'clock. But I kind of goofed it up this morning. I had a bunch of turkeys around me, a couple hens. I had a Jake come in real early, and he was kind of right on the other side of a fence line. And then he was kind of calling back and forth with this big gobbler that was behind me. So I was set up kind of wrong. And it wound up, they were kind of going back and forth. And then eventually the Jake kind of turned and went over the hill. So I had time to turn around and try and get on this tom. And by the time I turned around and got kind of set up, he had gone behind a bush, and he must have been jogging to get to me, because I didn't think he could cover that much ground that quick. And he came up, and he must have seen me move or something, because as soon as I caught wind of him, saw him running away, just dragging his beard on the ground. So, but he was gobbling, super cool. But yeah, this was an awesome one. Just having them super close. Oh my God, dude, look at this morel. This one's giant. Yo. Oh, that one's going with me. But, all right, well, I'm gonna cut some of these morels up, get them in my bag, get this turkey, and get them down to the shop, get them a little processed up, go get some meat, get my skillet. I hit the, definitely need some water too. I'm just parched, so. Well, I made it down to the creek. Whew. Get to the truck. Get some meat off this guy. Get my pan and my morels. And a beverage. And I'm gonna come down and find a spot by the creek. Make a little fire. and have a little spring cookout. I got maybe half mile left to walk with them, and I'll be back at the truck. So. Big old boy. All right, got the fire rolling. Got the fresh turkey and the fresh morels. Got a little seasoning. Cooler's ready. Got the butter, cast iron. And let these coals get nice and hot. And I'll probably put that pan across those two rocks. See how it goes. But just taking it all in. It's been a long day, but this is the perfect way to wind down and end the opening day here in Kentucky. So have a couple beverages, listen to a little mini waterfall right here, and eat some fresh wild turkey and some foraged morels. Life don't get much better. All right. Oh yeah, that's toasty. Let's see what the word is. All right, got some butter going, seasoning. Get these bad boys in there. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't nothing better. Fresh morels, little turkey tenderloin, a little perfect meal down here by the creek. Take a little bite of fresh morels. Oh my God. Love morels so much. It's amazing. What a way to end the day, end the hunt. That was a crazy hunt, I'll tell you that. Long day. Can't believe it all worked out. I feel like I'm on like alone. I've been watching Survivor, so got a little Survivor moment too. Woo. So good. It's funny, look back, I'm all glad that I didn't shoot that turkey this morning. This would have never happened. At least it wouldn't happen that way. But just blessed to have some property like this to run around on. And super thankful for everybody that lets me come out here. My wife for putting up with me my long days in the field. I'm truly blessed to live this life like this. And looking forward to the rest of the season. See how it goes. Hopefully knock down another one. I don't know if it'll get any better than this, but we'll see. But thanks for sticking with me today. That'll be about it.